I was hit by a car while crossing the street. The driver saw I was just an ordinary kitten. He didn't even stop. He just drove away. Right when I lost all hope, a man appeared in front of me. He rushed me to the vet and saved my life. I thought I'd finally found a home. Instead, he took me to a friend's house. I wanted to say something to him, even just one word, but I couldn't speak. His friend already had a cat, an old cat that had been with the family for 15 years. It didn't welcome me at all. It wanted all of its owner's love to itself, even though it never showed it too openly. When I walked into the yard, I also saw a dog. It barked at the man non-stop, clearly rejecting our scent. In the end, he had no choice but to give up leaving me there. The truth was, he really wanted to adopt me. He was seriously ill, and he was afraid that if he passed away, no one would be left to take care of me. He got back into his car and took a pill. When he stepped out again, I was gone. Panic hit him instantly. He thought he'd lost me forever. Then I let out a soft meow by his feet. I had never left. I'd been quietly staying by his side the whole time. He scooped me into his arms and held me as tight as he could. At that moment, he finally realized we were the ones who couldn't bear to lose each other. A few days later, his condition suddenly got worse, and he had to be admitted to the hospital. I climbed into my carrier on my own because I wanted to go with him. Pets weren't allowed inside, so he locked the carrier before leaving. No matter how hard I struggled, I couldn't get out. All I could do was watch him walk away. From that day on, I sat by the window every single day, waiting for him to come home. Then one day, his aunt brought me wonderful news. I was finally allowed to see him in the hospital garden. The second I saw him, I jumped straight into his arms. We leaned against each other in silence. Neither of us said a thing. We just looked at each other. Our time together ended far too quickly, and I was taken away again. Maybe I just couldn't stand being apart from him. I slipped out of the car when no one was looking, and became a stray again. No matter how hard it rained, how cold it got, or how long the journey was, I ran to the hospital garden every single day just to see him. He was always there waiting for me with treats in his hand. Then one day, his condition took a turn for the worse. He lay in his hospital bed, unable to say a single word. I could feel something terrible was about to happen. I ran to the hospital as fast as I could, but the doors were closed. I kept crying as loudly as I could. His aunt heard me and brought me inside. I rubbed against him over and over, trying to wake him up. Somehow, he felt I was there. Even in his coma, his lips moved ever so slightly, and he softly whispered my name. That one whisper became the last thing he ever left me. The moment the words faded, he closed his eyes forever. I stayed quietly by his side, staring at his face. I didn't struggle. I didn't cry. I simply stayed with him, completely still, as every moment we'd shared replayed over and over in my mind. I used to think I was the one he rescued. Now I know it was never a one-sided story. He saved me when I was dying. He gave me a name. He gave me a home. He took away all my loneliness. In return, I stayed by his side without ever looking back. I walked with him through the final chapter of his life, brought him comfort during the hardest days of his illness,